Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob. I'll be your keeper of arcane lore for tonight's episode of Viral, a modern-day Call of Cthulhu adventure from the Miskatonic Repository. Whew, that's a long title. How are we doing, everybody? We've got Dasha, John, Estelle, and Joey back for round 2. What's up?
All right.
Doing well. Having another nice week. Been thinking about this all week. Looking forward to it for sure.
Me too. Really excited for this session.
You kind of sound like Tony there, don't you? Didn't John just sound like Tony?
I don't understand the difference. What are you talking about?
He's got the accent. He's been in character all week. Should have seen him at school. He was saying, we got to get some more cannolis in the cafeteria here.
Hey, you call that gabagool? I'll show you gabagool.
Oh, man.
Incredibly racist.
To my own people?
To our people.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean, you people? Come on now.
Use peoples.
Welcome back, everybody. We obviously are. This is episode 2, so we're knee deep in Cthulhu here. Actually, really not. It was a fun episode last week, lighthearted. This is the part of the episode or the movie where the heroes get, they think everything's normal. Everything's going to be a typical day in Italy. Nothing bad's going to happen. Little do they know.
Nothing bad happens in foreign countries.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
No, I wouldn't give spoilers out, especially for you, especially live. But you know what I will tell the people here today? I will tell them, though, that we actually I updated the memberships on YouTube. Joey's going to love this. I told the Curse of Strahd stream this last night. But the memberships, I know some people they don't want to go be like, I don't want to sign up for Patreon and stuff like that. I want to do all those things, Ko-fi, whatever. I don't have Cash App, but Cash App, PayPal, whatever. But if you want to support the channel, there is new membership emojis that I put up there last week. So you can check them out. We're doing live stream. So we're going to have lots of live streams. If you're a member, you can show off the emojis in the chat, show them off. And we had a great chat last night for Strahd, and we had a great chat last week for the intro to Viral, which if you're new here, what are you doing? Go back and watch episode 1. But this is episode 2, and there is a live element to it. You can chat here in YouTube, and if we like your idea, mainly me, but if Estelle, whose character is the one really checking the streams, and if any of them are on their live streams of their own stuff like Instagram or whatever, in-game Instagram and stuff like that, then, of course, you're going to be able to get your comment read, and perhaps even we'll take the suggestion. Super chats are not required. I just saw Brother Malachi is back. Thank you for another super chat here. But no need to do those. We more than appreciate them. It's great to keep the channel going. But we won't be discriminating between the two, right? If it's a good chat, it's a good chat, regardless. We're not the Spectral Crew. We're not those grifters. So, but yeah, there's my plug. Joey, how to do? Is that all right?
It was a decent plug. You should sort of read out people's super chats if you want any advice.
Well, that's another thing too. I don't want the super chat to be like, because we're in a game, right? I don't want it to be like breaking us out of the mold necessarily. But yes, and we're not in it right now. So Brother Malachi said, I know this is supposed to be a one shot, but if any of the party survives, I want to see the characters do In Darkness We Wait, which is funny you said that because I see it's down there. Seth Skorkowski, who's a really great Call of Cthulhu resource on YouTube. He did a review of it today. And actually, I've been seeing this going around in the Call of Cthulhu circles. I think it's a new module that just came out. So it's really cool. Perhaps it would be, and it is a ghost hunting style game. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know if any of these characters are going to make it, but maybe the Spectral Crew 2 would go on that mission.
More Call of Cthulhu, please. I'm all with it.
Yeah, me too. I'm really enjoying this. Last time we had a fantastic game. We met the Spectral Crew. We'll talk all about it. But like I said earlier, we got to get to know you. We got to get to know all of you. Because some people only watch this stream. They haven't seen your other things. So I have an icebreaker question today. This is the beginning of a scary movie, essentially, right? Where the characters are unassuming. They think it's just a regular, typical day. However, it's about to get terrifying. And my question to you is about your terrifying experiences with film or books. So I want you to tell me what is the most scared you've ever been, whether it's reading a book, watching a movie, TV show, some sort of media. What is the most scared you've been from a story like that? And I'm going to go first because I have a really good one. I've been thinking about it for all week. You haven't thought about this at all.
Hmm.
I don't like to share my icebreakers with any of them because this is maybe your most terrifying moment. I don't know.
Yeah, no, this is a complete cold question right
Cold. They are always cold. Just like how my white knuckles were cold that night that I watched, what's the movie called now? Paranormal Activity. It's funny. I'm not scared of like ghost movies or ghosts in general. I like the poltergeist and I like horror movies in general. And one night, Joey knows some of the people I was with there, but you weren't there, Joey. It was, Bruce,
No.
Dave, those guys. We were watching in my friend Dave's basement, his basement, his house, but it's really dark and it was like scary atmosphere, right? Halloween time. I think it was the day before or 2 days before Halloween, and we were going to do a movie marathon. So we rented a bunch of movies, from the local Blockbuster, and we. I'm just kidding. We streamed it. It was
Wait.
not that long ago. 2010, 11 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And we got a bunch of movies, like 4 movies. We watched Hellraiser. We watched one of the Halloweens. We watched, and obviously, like I was saying, the Paranormal Activity. And it was the last one. It was like 12 o'clock. We put it on. And I don't know, something about us being really tired, the Halloween season, just watching 3 different movies. Oh, we watched Cabin in the Woods as well, which was not that scary. And and this movie came on. We were all tired. It was dark, pitch black. And that one time when the door moves, the first time in the bedroom, we all freaked out. I don't know what it was. I watched it since. It's not that scary. But
No.
that moment got me. I was freaked out. When I went to home, I had trouble sleeping that night. That's how scary it was. I was like, this is way more scared than I should be. All right, so
Well,
anyway, that was mine.
I remember watching that movie in the theaters, and we just all laughed. Maybe it's because there was, 100 people in a room together, but that movie became like a joke in the middle of the movie.
I could see that.
We were not scared. We were all laughing at how stupid it was.
So it's funny. I could see that because if you're in a big theater and everything, there's people all around watching it like an opening night style. I could see people laughing at it, and like the laughter just kind of breaks that tension. All of us were tired, sleepy, and then this thing comes on, and like all of a sudden it's like the blanket moves, the door creaks, and we were just we were done. All 4 of us, we were just done. So anyway, what's another one? What do we got here, everybody?
What year did that come out?
I don't know. It was like 2010, 2011, something like that. I know the Mets were doing well that year, and we like lost in, I don't know, we barely missed the playoffs, something. So it must have been like
2007.
2007.
So we didn't watch it in 2007 though. We watched it after we streamed it. But
I watched it. Yeah.
I just said it's when the Mets missed the playoffs, and I think that could be pretty much almost any year. So I don't know.
Except for like 5 years.
Right.
15, 2000,
06. Yeah, I don't know. So that's another horror story from my life. But anyway,
86 and 69. This is like the 4 times the Mets made the
I know.
playoffs.
Sad.
Sorry.
But Joey, go ahead. What do you got?
I do remember seeing Paranormal Activity in theaters and then coming home, and like I was the only person home. Like for some reason, like my parents were away, my sister was not there, my grandma like I was the only person home for like the entire night, and I could not sleep. Like I put on every light in the house. Again, I was just like running around checking like if I ever heard a noise or creak or anything, I was just like running around. That was scary, not the movie itself, but just coming home and then being like, oh god. But I think the scariest like movie moment I ever had was you and I were watching The Shining.
I remember we watched
yeah.
it, both of us, for the first time on your little tiny TV in your
It was
bedroom.
which in and of itself was kind of fucking weird.
It was. It was like Joey's childhood room. I think you were like 10 or 11, right?
Yeah, I must have been like I think I was like younger than that. I think I was like 8 or
8.
something.
I was, yeah, I think I was in high school, but yeah, there were a couple years off, but either way, it was, I remember that. I remember when the blood comes out of the elevator, Joey and I were just looking at each other.
That part didn't scare me as much as
No, we were just weirded out by that part.
yeah, weirded out for sure. But the thing that really freaked me out was like there's that one scene where like the guy's in like a bear costume.
Yes, in
And
the
it
hotel
sort of
room.
looks like he's giving head to like a butler or something, and they both just look into the camera, and I'm like, I don't know how to process anything that's happening. I don't even know what a blowjob is at this point in life.
I feel like based on the reactions here, I don't think many people have seen The Shining.
Well, I have, but
so
not
weird.
with that experience.
That was a scene in the movie.
It was so scary.
Yeah,
it throws you so off guard. You're just like I don't know how my 10-year-old mind processes.
Yeah,
I'm just like
it's when he goes up to the room that you're not supposed to go to, and that's what's going on in there. It was one of the rooms he walks by or something like that. He like does a double take. He like looks.
no,
back and listen.
it's the wife. It's what's her name?
Oh yeah, it's her at the end. Yes,
she's
you're
running
right.
around.
Yeah, you're right.
And then she's
You're
just
right.
like, "What's going on over there?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they're
she
like,
does
"What's
a
going
double
on with
take.
you?"
Yeah. Yes, it was weird.
I think
so
that's
many.
cut off network television. I feel like the place I've watched it over the last 10 years, that scene's not there anymore.
It
I don't
is
know.
weird. It
Too
is
spooky.
a weird. It could be. I don't know.
Too spooky.
Really spooky. All right, so Dasha, Estelle, what about you?
Oh boy. I don't watch a lot of horror movies, but I like to play some horror video games with friends.
That counts. But just again, this isn't like your favorite movie. This is like the time you were scared the most. You don't like these movies. There must have been a movie you watched that scared the heck out of you.
Thing is, if I go to see a horror movie, I go with friends, and we don't take it seriously at all. Although, I'm remembering watching what was it called? Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up.
I'm trying to. I think I can't remember the actual name.
Don't
of
Look It Up.
That's the Will. That's the Will.
The Jordan. No.
Oh, Key and Peele.
Jordan Peele. Yeah,
Jordan
yeah.
Peele.
Jordan Peele. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, he does really, really good movies. But like there's
Oh,
one.
you're thinking of Nope.
Nope, that's the
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
that's the one.
Nope. Yeah, that
Nope,
was
that's the one.
crazy.
Yes, yes. Like I want to describe the scene, but I'm worried about spoiling it.
Oh, yeah, that is relatively new. Maybe don't spoil it, but if I think I know the scene you're thinking about.
It's actually behind. It's like 5 years old.
They're in the house and
That's
they're
new.
hiding, and it's outside. That
Mhm.
whole scene, like
Oh, yeah.
when it's like,
All right, it's too.
that one was so creepy.
Yeah, totally. That's a good movie.
It is
Jordan
a
Peele's
good
done a
movie.
lot
It's
of good
really
ones.
good movie.
What about you were going to say something else though? You had a first idea, or was that the idea you were talking about?
Let's go with this idea. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you had one of your.
Yeah, otherwise, it's just going to keep going.
Go ahead, Dasha. What about you?
So, despite having appeared in, I think, every horror-themed thing on your channel at some point, I'm actually not a big fan of horror movies.
Mm.
However, when I was a kid, I'm a huge bookworm. I love to read, and I ventured into like
Nerd.
scary story books. So I'm thinking of two things that terrified me the most in like first or second grade. Have you guys read the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark
Mhm.
books that had the terrifying covers?
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to read those.
So the stories in them, I was very much captivated. I loved reading them. I loved the sense of mystery, and they weren't that scary, but the covers gave me nightmares.
Yes.
Particularly one where it looks like there's like a man's head and it's like growing out of the ground and it looks like weird tree branches and roots. It's terrifying. And then the Goosebumps books, I really enjoyed those until I read one which objectively wasn't that scary, but the thought of it was terrifying. I think it was called Click, where a whole class of students disappears, where a photographer comes and takes a picture of them. and they're gone, but
No,
then later, 50 years later, it turns out they're in the photo.
It's called
So-
Say Cheese and Die.
Oh.
Say Cheese and Die. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
I think it's the original one.
Yeah.
right?
Well, there's Say
Maybe.
Cheese and Die like 1, 2, and 3.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that one
Yeah.
scared the
It's-
shit out of me.
I have
And,
every Goosebump book. Like I have them all.
I remember like seeing some of the covers because you'd bring them over to my house and I'd be like,
They're scary for a kid.
Scary.
Yeah, for a kid. Yeah. That's too good. Okay. Go ahead, Joe.
Real quick, I do like just okay. I remember like going to Blockbuster and like
Uh-huh.
going into the horror movie section and just looking at like the VHS covers and stuff.
Mm.
And yeah, looking at those covers are always like very imaginative. I feel like you just don't have that experience anymore. It's like what you're like
Yeah.
scrolling
Yeah.
through flicks and you're
I
like,
miss
oh,
Blockbuster.
I miss Blockbuster a lot.
Because Blockbuster was an experience. It was you go, you look at the VHS tapes, you also get maybe candy. You also
Yeah.
maybe convince your parents to get you a thing of popcorn or something. You maybe run into your friends there. So much fun.
Yeah.
I rented a movie this past weekend on my phone on YouTube and just streamed it, and it was $3.99. And I sat there for a second, being like, "Well, why do I want to pay for a movie? Like, there's stuff on Netflix and Hulu and whatever else I have." And I was like, "Wait. $3.99 at Blockbuster was a pretty good deal." And yeah, you'd walk out with candy. I was like, "Of course, this is exactly what I want to watch." And I was like, "Oh, this was so nice and
We're kind of
old
pampered.
school."
We're kind of pampered
Yeah.
now with like streaming. Like I don't want to. I don't want to buy a movie.
Yeah.
the like inconvenient like the convenience of streaming has made like community building like inconvenient in like
Yes.
a weird sort of way.
It's true.
It is true, which is
And I-
horrifying.
Yeah. I mean, I think about like my two favorites that would be movies probably wouldn't have been made. You guys know 28 Days Later, the
Mhm.
Danny Boyle zombie
Yeah.
flick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that always sticks out to me as like one of those movies. And I know it's more like heady, but it also, I'm a Hitchcock fan. So
Mhm.
like that movie, I was very afraid during that movie. That was super freaky. But I think my number one of all time would be the first time I watched Pet Cemetery.
Hmm.
I had seen other movies in that genre, but I was a little older and I was driving. And I remember driving home like afraid that a cat was going to come out in front of my car. And I was like planning on how, like, do I run it over? Do I not? Like I was so afraid. Yeah. Do I bury it in the old grave? Pet Cemetery sat with me definitely for like hours after the film. I was just, I was not that one really hit me hard. That
We
was
all
the
know-
scariest I've
We
ever
all
been.
know that feeling, like that feeling when you're like, I'm fine. I can handle this. And then you're alone for like a second. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'm not good. I can't go to sleep. Yeah. It's,
Well, okay,
It's terrifying.
sorry. One more story before.
okay. Story time with Joey.
This is becoming story time hour.
Story time with
okay.
Joey. Go ahead.
Genuinely, the scariest moment in my life. I was actually, I think there was like just this actual threat of danger. But I was like, I took this girl to like a park, like really late at night.
What?
I mean, like we sat by like
Full
a tree.
stop. Scary.
This is
No,
also
no.
her scariest moment.
So,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't have to do this. I can.
You started the story. You have to finish it now.
Okay. All right. So we're just sitting by this tree, like really late at night, and all of a sudden, a fucking like mountain lion appears out of the bushes, and like, I'm just like, it must have been about like 60 feet away or something like that. So
Joey,
we just
don't you
get up.
live in-
You just have to like walk out of the park.
Don't you live in New York City?
No, this was in Westchester.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Even so, what are you in Montana? A
No.
mountain lion?
No,
Okay.
we get them. We get
Get
them.
them. Yeah.
I have them.
It was so scary because it was
Not a
like
bob-
I feel like at any moment it could just like appear behind me and just like pounce.
Yeah. They're my kind of
But-
cats. Bobcats. All right. Let's do it.
But
And on that note, that is terrifying, Joey. That is actual danger.
Really scary.
That's actual danger.
I know.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's jump into the game. We're gonna set the mood with some tabletop audio. Here we go. Don't be too loud, please. Here we go. Italy. This is my Italy music. I don't know if you could hear it, but we'll see. Italy. Perla. A town off the coast of Sicily. On the coast of Sicily. There's an island just a few miles away called Isola di Malamente. And this is going to be the site of the 1 million subscriber stream of the Spectral Krew, a YouTube sensation of internet ghost hunters. The crew is led, of course, by Zach and his co-host Annabelle, as well as their bodyguard Tony, their producer Margaret, and their cameraman Todd. I'm going to have each of you introduce your characters for the crew here, and then we're going to get into some of our luck rolls. Why don't we start with the leader, Zach? Joey, who is Zach?
Zach is the man, the meme, the man on the scene. Just a little shout out to Team Zach fans in the chat. He's kind of what's the word? Trust fund
jerk?
baby.
Oh,
yeah, and a jerk. I was like, well, jerk is a little too nice for Zach.
fair enough.
I think the proper term is asshole. But all in all, he's not well-meaning at all.
Right. He is a horrible person. He's created this YouTube channel because he really has no other skills except for being good looking, and this apparently pays best.
Yeah.
We got Zach. Annabelle.
Hey everyone, I introduced Annabelle in character last time, so I'll do it out of character today. She's also an asshole, but in a different way. She's very much interested in getting as much money and views as she can. Oh, sorry, loud car outside. Out of her various social media accounts that she has. She's got her main Instagram. She's got her Spectral Krew connected Instagram. She has her very famous crystal business that I've seen in the Discord. Some people are contacting Maya, our manager, and ordering crystals. Annabelle is just thrilled. Make sure to use those discount codes that she will be dropping throughout the various streams. She's definitely not a real psychic, but we'll see how she tries to manage that aspect of this ghost hunting mission.
Oh, I can't wait to see that Ouija board reading.
Oh, I'm ready.
That's going to be something. And then, of course, every crew needs their muscle. Who's Tony?
Hey everyone, I'm playing Tony today. Tony is oh, the accent's already happening without me even trying. Okay, let's. It just leans into my dad's accent like 1%, and that's where Tony's at. Tony is a retired police officer who was hired by Joey's parents over there to make sure he doesn't do anything else stupid like he keeps doing all the time.
My parents are nice people.
Right. Zach's parents. Excusez-moi. All right. I was hired by Zach's parents to make sure he doesn't do anything else stupid like he's done before and keeps himself happy. But I don't know. He's a good kid, so I kind of like him now. But I'm dealing with these Americans who have clearly never been outside of
You're American.
LA. Well, use guys over here. I mean, it seems like roughing it for you is like going to Schenectady. So like you guys have like, oh, this is the first time I've ever been outside of New York, LA, and Miami. Oh, it's
Probably
so crazy out here. So yeah, Tony's got to deal with all of their idiosyncrasies.
Ain't that the truth? Speaking of idiosyncrasies.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I'm the only one who's actually functional in this entire team.
Says yous.
Yes, says me. Indeed. See, I can do the funny voice too if I wanted to.
And who
But,
who are
I have
you?
to keep it professional now.
Funny voice. Who are you?
I am Margaret. I'm the producer, the brains behind this operation. I make sure everything runs smoothly, even if I have to use Todd to do so. But it's, it pays well. It plays really well. That's why I'm still here. Yes, and again, we are keeping the same name of Spectral Crew. We're not changing that. But yeah, I'm here to work hard and get that money. Let's go.
And Annabelle is not only just the producer, but she really is kind of like the all-around director, person in charge. She's kind of done the research. She's the one who contacts Maya, who's your moderator and manager, person that's got their eyes in the sky. You're kind of like the contact, the go-to person. And yes, you have to manage everyone, including Todd. Todd is, of course, the everyone's favorite cameraman, who was a resident of New York City until he lost his residence. Joey, though, he was your former drug dealer. Not Joey, Zach. Just want to say Joey. Joey is the...
My
Zach.
drug dealer is also nice.
It just fits.
So Zach was feeling compassionate and gave him a job, and now he's been part of the crew. So he's a man of very few words, though. This is the Spectral Crew. Last time we played, you arrived in Perla. You spent most of the afternoon getting acquainted, or acclimated, with the place, and kind of feeling out what's around you. The hotel that you went to is modest. It's okay. For Zach, it's quite nice. It's the only room with AC in the entire village. And one thing I forgot to tell you all is there's actually no Wi-Fi in the hotel, so you have to use your data for all this. I'm sure that's okay. It'll just bill. It's an expense that you'll bill, I'm sure. But for the rest of you, you're sharing a big family room. Annabelle has her own room, but it's not as nice as Zach's. And yeah, you've gotten acclimated to the hotel. You met Paolo, who's the hotel manager. He gave you your rooms and gave you kind of a lay of the land. There's shops, homes, docks. You were supposed to meet a man named Nunzio, which you did at the end of last session. Nunzio is a Italian tour guide. He runs a fishing boat here and gives tours to tourists. He is going to take you to Isola di Malamente. However, tonight is the Purging of Morbus, or the first ceremony in the Purging of Morbus, where they burn an effigy in the town piazza. And that is where we left off. You just discussed this with Nunzio. Nunzio also told you, I think it was the last thing we said, that there are some really weird rumors about the island itself. Some people you heard think it's a satanic cult was out there sacrificing children. However, Nunzio says it may be even more serious than that. There's reports that fishermen see lights out there from time to time. In fact, Tony even saw some sort of smoke or vapor trail coming off of it earlier in the day. But the most disturbing thing was that many years ago, the Red Sea coincided with the deaths of some of the children in Perla. So, Nunzio leaves and tells you to come back tomorrow night just before 6 p.m. And it's up to you where to go now. You're at the docks. What do you do?
I whine about not having enough sunscreen.
True.
My skin is honestly, it feels like it's on fire. And you see my face is caked in sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely caked.
You know what? Let's get you into some shade. I'll get you a little umbrella to keep you out of the sun. Or we do you want to?
I'm sorry.
I might have missed the cue here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think
It's so rude.
Zach or you?
Zach is a very rude person.
Definitely not Joey.
Definitely not
Zach.
Zach. Joey feels bad about all this.
Let's
You gotta just lean into it.
yeah, lean into it.
Lean in, everybody.
All right. Well,
So,
chop.
Let's let's go then. Let's get you guys some masks here as well. I think we'll make some really good shots. We can use them as part of the thumbnail and everything.
mm.
Yes, definitely. We need to get these masks.
Which
You know,
reminds me,
Zach,
everybody, maybe if you get a luck roll in, you can find some masks. However, we have to do one quick thing. We're going to roll luck. So normally in Call of Cthulhu, at the beginning of every session, you'd roll a luck improvement roll. This is a one-shot, but we do it a little differently. We play for a shorter session. We're really focused heavily on the role play. We're not going to try to rush through this or try to get through it in like 4 or 5 hours. So we're going to let it breathe, right? And so because of that, it feels weird to do luck improvement rolls every single time. We are going to do a luck improvement roll now, and sometime around the halfway point, we'll do another luck improvement roll. And in fact, the halfway point will be kind of like our quote-unquote level up, which you wouldn't necessarily do in a one-shot, but I want to get everybody a chance to get a feel for what that is like. So we're going to do that now. We'll switch over to Roll20 screen, and we'll have luck improvement rolls. Now, Dasha, you're going to go first. We're going to go in the order here. Dasha, John, Joey, and Estelle. And Dasha, the luck improvement roll works like this. You have to roll a percentile die and get above, which normally means failing your luck roll. If you fail your luck roll, you'll roll an improvement die, which is a D10, and you add that to your current luck total. The idea here is that, any skill, even luck, in general, when you already have a lot of it and you're doing well with whatever that skill is, it gets harder to improve. Whereas if you're kind of down on your luck, or if you've used a lot of your skill, your skills are weak, it's easy to improve them. For luck, though, Dasha, you get something very special because you did a write-up. If anybody wants to check Discord, we're doing a special bonus, sort of like an inspiration-style system where if anybody does a write-up in between, whether it's a journal entry or I think yours was like an Instagram story or something like that.
Yes, Instagram post.
Yeah, whatever it is, however creative you want to get with it. If you kind of recap or point out something that happened in the previous session, it's going to be an extra D6 to your luck. Automatic, so there's no need to roll for that. That's just going to be an extra D6 to your luck score. So what we'll do is we'll roll your luck improvement roll first. If you improve it, you roll a D10, and then regardless, you're rolling a D6 at the end.
Okay, is this something I should do on the character sheet? Should I hit one of the purple or the green die by where it says luck, or just roll a regular percentile die?
You could. So where it says luck, if you roll the green dice, it should roll like normal.
Cool.
Okay, good. So that's a success, actually. You failed the roll, quote unquote, right? But that's how you improve it. So you failed the roll, and you can add a D10 to your luck. So this one, I would just roll a D10, in the dice roller, and then add that to your luck.
Okay, and a D6 as well.
And a D6 for your Instagram story.
Wonderful. So 8 and 4.
Nice
So
rolls.
your luck goes from a 50 to
62.
62. So your luck is now a 62. Exactly. Good. All right. John, what about you?
All right, I'll roll right now. I started at a 65.
You passed, which means you fail.
I did extremely well. That's wonderful. I rolled a 4.
Yep. you rolled a
Considering all
4.
the 90 pluses I rolled last time, I'll take this one.
Yeah. So unfortunately, no luck improvement for you, but a 65 is still a respectable amount. You have more than Dasha had.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Joey.
The green one, right?
The green one. All right. Look at you. You failed. You got an 89 over 60. So your luck is at 60 to start.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead. Roll a D10, just a straight up D10, and add that to your luck total.
Yeah. 8.
What'd you get?
Hey.
8?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Solid. So luck improves to 68.
And so basically I have 68 points I can spend to improve. So.
Yeah, like if you
Right.
fail a roll, you need a hard success for something, and you fail it by like 10, you can spend 10 luck to improve it, or to pass it.
All right, sick.
Yep.
Sick.
And also, there are things called luck rolls, which you just kind of click the button to roll a luck roll. In the case of a luck roll, the more you have, the better, obviously. So if you start spending luck like crazy, your luck rolls will be worse. But it doesn't come up as often as a skill roll. Estelle, what's your luck at?
My luck is at 55 right now.
All right, let's see if you can fail it.
All right.
Hey,
Nice.
a
All right.
68 over
D10 then.
55. Nice.
Not bad. So it's
You
a
guys.
61 then.
Yeah, you guys are rocking here. And I will roll for Todd. Todd is 65 to start. And he fails. Todd's going to add a total of 7. Oh my gosh, he's a 72 luck. This guy is just a boss. Look at this.
So what I don't understand, were all of yous lucky or unlucky?
You were lucky.
Lucky.
All right. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get the crew in motion here. So where's the crew headed? Where are we going here? And Brother Malachi says, we bought masks earlier. I'm not sure if we did, but definitely masks are going to be easy to get. So where are we going here?
Maybe we can see some like local street vendors. I'm sure they would maybe give us a good price. Maybe they do like a collab with me where I can help sell their masks on my website and maybe give like a discount code. What do you guys think, Margaret? What are your thoughts?
I like the idea of, working with the, small businesses here and all that.
Exactly.
And I'm sure we can get a very nice markup once you buy some of the masks here.
Hey.
You know what? You guys can sign them. And then we put them up for sale.
I don't want to sign
All right.
anything.
All right, before any
It's
of you
okay.
buy
I'll
any
sign
masks,
it for you. Okay, you just have to say you signed it.
Okay, fine.
this
Fine,
is the one time I can override you. All right, if we're all gonna start putting on masks, I need to be able to know who you are. So all you must wear this little wristband, and I'm gonna take out like a blue ribbon and put a blue ribbon around each of your wristbands. So if you're putting on masks, your security, I can still identify
This
who
is
you.
ugly.
Is the ribbon made of plastic?
Yes.
Actually, it's like it's. All right. Can I tell you guys a secret? You won't say anything. All right, Annabelle. It's a
totally
ribbon. It's a ribbon made by one-armed, one-legged children in poor countries to help support cancer.
Okay, so it's fair trade, is what you're saying. Organic, all natural,
Organic,
fair trade.
I mean, this will help all of the
Cancer.
one-armed cancer
It will support the cancer.
poor people. Yep.
Mhm.
Really
Put it
important.
on me.
We call it a wear proud.
Tony's learning how to interact with Annabelle. Yes, please, Tony. I'll take one. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And I would put one on everyone.
I refuse. I don't like kids with cancer. I don't like. They're gross.
And like at some point, guys, Joey's gonna have a job interview, and someone's gonna take that clip out of context and be like, "Sir, what is this?"
What do you mean later, years later? I'm clipping this tonight.
Zach. Okay. You're right. You're right, Zach. So wouldn't it be really cool if you wore two of them to like tell everyone that like you don't believe in this, you're better than them?
I said I don't believe in
Curing cancer for children. Yeah.
why does two cancel that? Why I don't want people to know.
Everybody online is gonna know.
Let me tell you a secret about kids with cancer, okay? Everybody kind of.
Hey, Zach, what you don't understand is online, and Annabelle, you know this, right? Online, everybody, if you wear one of something, it's like a yes, and two of something, it's a no.
Yes, I've seen that trend online. Yeah.
Thank you, Estelle. Or, sorry, Margaret. Thank you, Margaret. We've all seen that before. It's like, I mean, if you want to wear four of them, it's like really like giving the middle finger to kids with cancer.
It's like the
which
biggest
is your
like
favorite
bad
thing.
boy persona thing to do. It's It's what all the rebels do.
Alright, fine. I'm going to. I put them on. I have to.
All
All right.
right.
Now Tony's totally willing to put on a mask now.
And Margaret takes a little notebook and says, and just like writes a note to herself. He hates children with cancer. Cancel charity stream.
Perfect.
Sorry. Like I said, Joey does not approve of any of
No, of course. Yeah. All right. So we know how Joey feels about cancer patients. Let's move on to
Hey!
the shops. Is that where you said you wanted to go?
Yes, all the local fair trade shops.
Okay. There are vast and various shops here in Perla. You'll find in the piazza that there's typical Sicilian fare. There was that cafe that I think you got the focaccia at earlier, Tony. You see the elderly men of Perla playing cards, drinking espresso, smoking, that sort of stuff outside of the cafe. And there's a whole bunch of other like shops. One of them really catches your eye, Annabelle. It's a small shop called Misteri del Passato, or as loosely translated, Mysteries of the Past. It looks as though there's a whole slew of like tokens and artifacts in the window.
Curios.
Certainly.
We should stop in this store. It's called Mystery del Passato. I think it might be really good to stop in here, you guys.
I mean, it's just mysteries of pasta. There's like a bunch of different types of pasta. Do you really care?
Wait,
I think we need to go in. This looks interesting. I may be able to acquire some artifacts that could help me with my psychic search when we get to the island.
I'm sure the rigatoni will help.
You know,
I'm gonna wait outside. You guys go inside. All right, I'll be right. I'll be right here when you come back.
yeah. I like I walk in.
I'm gonna follow Zach because I can't
walk
trust him.
And what's Tony doing? Are you going to run away again?
Go find another gun.
I don't know. After hearing last time about how scary this island is, and you're talking about all sorts of like cult things, and I think I'm not gonna waste my time trying to look for a gun anymore. But I'm gonna try to look for some more information. I might go talk to the local priest, or like the oldest person I can find in town.
Well, there are a bunch of old people at the cafe. That's certain.
Yeah,
You
that
wanna do
might
it?
work.
Okay, so Tony, you're in the piazza. You guys will head to one shop. Tony will just hang out outside by the cafe. Let's go to you first, the three of you first. So, yeah, this looks like maybe a great place to do some filming. As you approach, you can see there's an old man who's in the doorway, and you can see there's like a glass counter behind him in the door inside the building that kind of runs the length inside, like almost like display cases around the perimeter. And there's old coins, jewelry, stone artifacts, all of which look quite old. So this kind of looks like maybe a cool place to start a film or maybe do something like that. The old man waves you in, says in English, like knows that you're not Italian, and says, "We are having a sale today. Buy one, get one free."
Is it like nice and quiet in there?
It's very quiet, except for a low hum of a radio playing like 1940s and 50s Italian classical music.
So Annabelle is gonna kind of ignore what the man said, whip out her phone, and just start live streaming. Hey guys, I'm here at this local store called Mystery del Passato.
Misteri de Passato. Oh.
I'm here with this nice man here who is going to tell us all about what he is offering, what his products are. They look very interesting. And then she'll like shove the phone in the man's face and basically is filming him without his consent. Of just
He's like,
what do you sell here in
Ah.
this store?
I buy one, get one free.
Okay, so let me just I guess it's buy one get one free today. Zach, what do you think? What would you get if you were to buy one get one free in the store? I'm seeing some really curious artifacts.
The guy's like trying to look over your shoulder into what you're filming.
What object? Like, what is like the closest object? What
can
is
see-
the first thing within my line of
You
sight?
see a rather unique, like Roman era coin.
Oh well, I pick it up and I'm like, oh well, I would obviously go with this Roman coin.
Please, no touch.
I just ignore him.
Okay, Zach, put it down. Put it down. Put it down.
Oh, but I can't put it down because I have to get this now. You have to come to this store. It cures cancer for children.
Annabelle will cut her stream at this point. She knows this is not going to be productive or successful. In any way.
Okay, Zach, you can put. Can I see the coin, please?
I hand it to you, but like,
Okay,
I'm like, ugh, fine.
thank you.
Give me-
Can I give it back to the guy?
Does anybody want? If anybody wants to, you can attempt to make a history check on this artifact.
Am I smart enough for that?
I don't know if Zach would.
Yeah, it's up to you. You do not have to make a history check. It's up to you if you think your character would attempt to know what it is.
So Annabelle has a very low history, but I think she thinks she knows a lot, even though she really does not know a lot about anything. So I'll try it. I think she's overconfident, though. She'll do a history check.
Okay, perfect. You can roll a history check, and again, you got to roll under your value. The green one will tell if it's a success.
Definitely a fail.
Is that a 89 over
Wow.
5?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's really dumb, guys.
Estelle, what about you?
I did not put anything into history, so let's find out.
You probably have 5% too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I.
All right.
Better.
Getting better.
Getting better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I want to see Zach roll and succeed.
All right. Why not?
Just for the viewers who are listening, Estelle got a 39 over 5. Joey actually got a pretty good roll, 13, but
You can use your luck. Really
Oh, you-
push it.
you could use your luck.
Yeah, actually. Okay. So how many points is that? I need to get it to a 5.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 8 points.
8 points, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I spend the 8. I spend my
If
8
you want to
points.
bring it to a hard success, Joey, you'll get more information.
What is a hard success?
It's the second number. So 5 is your number, and it's the half value, so 2. So 3 more points would get you to 2.
Yes, good. I'm down to 57 luck.
Okay. So a history check, that's a success by Zach. You must have watched some sort of conspiracy documentary or something about this.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Totally. Was Rome real? That was the title.
Wait, do you not like watch learn about the Roman Empire every day?
Yes, I do. I think about it every day. But
Zach is someone who thinks about the Roman Empire
Yeah.
every day.
that's it. Yes.
This is his one fixation.
Zach is fixated on the Roman Empire.
It's not even like a Netflix documentary. It was a TikTok.
It was, yeah. He learns through TikTok. Yeah.
It was a Joe Rogan podcast. Stop lying to us.
A TikTok of a Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, exactly. And you
Yeah,
know
just a
what?
clip. It was AI
had
voice
some-
too. It was AI Joe Rogan voice.
Yeah, they had some nice things to say.
Yeah. So here's what you see, Zach. Or now you see what you know. First off, this is legitimately a Roman era coin. It's not a fake. It's definitely something that is real. And this guy probably, is selling this, because he doesn't really know its true value. Something like this could probably be worth a lot more than what he's probably selling it for. Second thing is that it allows you to know that it's a bit larger than a typical Roman era coin. You've heard of these coins. These are a plague monk coin. On top of the coin, you can see on the one side is a hooded figure. When you feel it, you can tell that the engraving is rather old, and it's a coin dedicated to the Roman god Morbus. He's a bit of an obscure god, but you heard that the festival is called the Purging of Morbus, and so this kind of all makes sense now.
So as I figure all this out in my head, I repeat none of it to my colleague. I want to purchase the coin.
Oh.
Ah, yes, you can purchase the coin. Yeah, please. How much do you want to pay?
No, $2.
American dollars?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 American dollars. You get 2 items.
Oh, I get. Is there another one of these coins?
There is not. There's, like I said, stones, all sorts of like different rocks with like geodes and crystals and things like that. There's a jewelry.
I go to Annabelle. Is there anything crystals that you wanna get in here?
Yeah, if Annabelle, if she saw the crystal, she zooms over in whatever direction they are. She's going through them, seeing if she can. She, if I haven't made this clear, knows nothing about any of the things she's peddling online. Like, she knows nothing about what crystals actually symbolize. She mostly just does it for the aesthetics personally, but also just to make money and swindle people. So yeah, if you walk up to her and ask her about crystals, she will make up some BS and tell you that. Yeah, so this, because of where the moon is at right now, it's full moon. This rose quartz for you, because you are an Aries, is going to be the perfect one, I think. So I think this rose quartz is the best one for you. It'll cleanse all of your chakras, and it will uplift you in whatever endeavors you have.
You're like one of these Annabelle tangents that I've been all too familiar with hanging out with you. I'm like, yeah, and I take the coin, I take the crystal from you. I'm like, this one.
You pay the man the $2.
Yeah.
You pay the man the $2.
$2.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, here you go. I give it back to her.
And Annabelle, you finish your statement probably to Margaret at this point, but yeah, ultimately you have the possession of this coin, Joey. Zach.
Well, okay, yeah. Like the idea I had in mind was like I didn't shut you up. Like you're still platter
Oh yeah, she's still talking. She's still going. Margaret
Gotcha.
is already starting to ignore her. She has turned to Todd now, and she's now lecturing Todd about what this crystal means for Zach.
Todd's nodding along in agreement.
But I just wanted to get that coin in my pocket as fast as possible, because I knew I could probably I was like, oh shit, this is real.
Yeah.
But
Todd
I'm gonna hide
actually.
it from everybody.
I didn't roll for Todd.
He knows everything.
Does Todd know about this Roman era coin? History. Let's see if he knows. We'll see. He might. Nope. It's a fumble. So Todd hurts his brain. He's like, makes that loud, audible groan.
I think he's trying to just realize what are coins.
Yeah. No, he's all too familiar with coins. I'll be honest.
It's as
Annabelle
good as
sees
money.
him, Annabelle sees him groaning and pulls out her little kit of essential oils and is like, "Oh, sweetie, I think you have a migraine. Let me just put some peppermint oil on your head," and is slathering him.
He'll accept it.
Margaret is disgusted by Todd being there and decides to go outside with Tony for
Fair
now.
enough. So you leave the little shop here, and you're back in the piazza. What's Tony doing? Tony, you go over to the old geezers.
The old geezers at the cafes, yeah.
Yeah, they're playing some cards. They'll invite you over to chat. They don't speak too much. They don't speak too much English though, so you'd have to speak your broken Italian to them.
Well, first thing I'll do is sit down and call over the waitress, and I'll order an espresso and a shot of Zambuca.
Okay,
and,
you can.
I
Have
just want them to see I'm not one of these other Americans who's ordering a cappuccino at 3:30 in the afternoon.
That's fine. You order the local drink, the local brew, and you'll go outside and sit, and the men will entertain you. So what are you doing here?
I'm here to keep some idiot Americans safe.
Ah, idiot Americans. I saw them. They went that way. Haha, they all laugh. They point to your friends who went into the shop there.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I don't need to spend as much time with them.
So we got three old guys playing cards here. We got Lorenzo, Matteo, and Antonio. Oh, the O's, as they're called. The O's.
Do I recognize the game they're playing?
Probably. What's the that Italian? Well, I don't know if it's truly Italian. The one with the Italian cards though. Oh God, it's gonna bother me. We used to play them back in high school.
You talking about like Scopa?
Yes, that's it. Scopa.
Okay.
They're probably not playing that, but that's what I can think of.
Okay, so sure, they're playing Scopa. Tony's aware of it. So I guess I throw down 20 euros and ask me. So yeah, well, let's talk about those $2 coins. The euro is worth more than the dollar at this point, isn't it?
I think it is, but the men are they're playing for more honor than money.
Well, maybe I'll embarrass myself, but I'm gonna. This is Tony sucks, so let's go.
All right, let's make a luck roll here. Give me a luck roll to see if you can play well.
I failed. Is that good this time?
No, now you want to actually succeed.
Of course.
Yeah. So you play a round or two, and they start taking your money, the few euros you throw out there. And Lorenzo will ask you and say, "I see you all with the cameras. What is this?"
Excuse me, 6 feet away, please.
You're not there though, but still.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
These guys that hired me, they want to come here and make a film about the festival and ghosts and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're not entirely truthful. You're withholding some information, right?
I'm not talking about going to the island. I feel Tony already feels like he made a mistake when bringing that up last time, because he feel like he incriminated himself when that person ran away. Probably, yeah. Mm-hmm. So very much this time talking about just maybe more paranormal activity and maybe admitting that I'm a believer and trying to kind of what are the things I need to be aware of to keep these morons safe.
Tonight we have the Il Rogo della Malattia. Translates to the burning of the disease.
Yeah, that's scary. All right, yeah, but okay, so you make a fire and it's the disease goes away. We understand that, but
Antonio's the dramatic one. He goes, "It purges the demon Morbus."
Where does this Morbus live?
Morbus lives everywhere.
Yeah, all right, guys. You're a couple of nice guys, but I'm talking about the real stuff. None of this I want to know what scared your grandma.
They look at each other. Nonna?
Si, nonna.
Many years ago. The island. He motions to the cove. The island. It scared us. That's what he says.
Tony looks out at the island. Yeah, that's a pretty scary piece of rock there. What was on the island before that abandoned building?
The hospital?
that looks like not a place that I would want to go if it was called a hospital, but sure.
Many years ago, Antonio, again, the dramatic one. The island was once a temple dedicated to the Greek god, Phthisis. It was later built over by the Romans, of course, and finally the Catholics, who built their monastery.
Do you know any of the other names of this Phthisis? But like, what the Romans call them and the Catholics?
He doesn't know, but he does say that, the island has been abandoned for some time, but when I was a child, even, he says, sometimes we take boats out there with our sweethearts. It's not all that scary.
Hey, we all got a lover's lane in our lives, right? I understand.
And Lorenzo says, what do you mean? The kids still go out there.
Tony's feeling a little sober. It's early in the day for him. Wait, no, it's the same day that we left, right?
It's like later in the afternoon. It's like approaching the evening now, yeah.
Yeah. Tony's sobering up a little bit from last time. We're having a whole conversation about this island. I want to see if there's anything kind of looking at us in the square. I'm going to try to open up the site before I get up and leave from the table.
You see something, John. Tony. A horrific sight. Zach is coming out of the room. And he's walking your way. All right, the group is back.
Pretty terrifying.
What do you do?
I just stand up from the table. I thank these guys. I put a little money down to pay for their whatever little drinks they've been having, and I walk away.
Okay. You look up though as you scan the piazza. I think I mentioned this just at the end of last stream, or maybe off stream when you asked me about this. But you look up and you do see the large cross at the top of like the hill that the Perla is built into. It looks like that's a rather big church, the Church of Saint Anne.
Yeah, definitely want to go up and talk to the priest. So I'll walk over to my crew and say, "Hey, you guys have a nice time in the store? I was talking to the old guys. They said that church up there, that'd be a really good, scary place to make some video." Estelle, or Margaret, excuse me. I got to get that right one of these days. Margaret, if I could, that's the scariest place around here.
Oh, okay. Should we get going there before sunset or afterwards? Because we also got the whole pit fire thing down here. What do you think?
Well, up there's after sunset, it's going to be pitch black. They don't got electricities.
We also want to catch the golden hour if we want to get the best shots of me and Zach's faces.
You are completely correct. The golden hour lighting will be perfect there.
Yeah,
they should be
approaching.
singing Ave Maria, in the next half hour. They always sing that right before sunset.
Is that where you want to go next, Krew?
We should go.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's do it.
All right. It's a bit of a ways up in the distance, but you can walk up there. You'll get up there, right, like you said, at the golden hour as the sun is descending. And as you get up to the top, you see the church titled the Cappella della Beata Santa Anna, and that, of course, retranslates to basically the Church of Saint Anne. Things sound so much better in Italian, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you see Saint Anne's, and it looks like maybe a mass is just letting out. So there's a lot of people leaving, and the church bell is ringing, and the people there give you strange looks as you approach. Mostly elderly people, but I would say it's a good mix. Some families. And it looks like they're all heading out, and they're wearing. A lot of them have crosses or some sort of a religious icon on their neck, but they're also wearing something visibly on the outside of their clothes that looks like some sort of a talisman, like maybe it is a coin or a rock, a stone, or something like that. and all of them seem to be brandishing this.
What?
Tony, what are they wearing? Would you know anything about this?
Tony's never
the
seen
men
it.
talk to you?
Never seen it, Tony.
Never seen it before, but I'll ask someone. So I'll try to find like the nicest looking person. And I'll go.
You find a sweet old lady, Tony. A sweet old lady.
Bella Senora. And I'll ask like, what's this thing around your neck?
I think I have artwork of this woman. Let me turn it over here.
Uh-oh.
All right. Here's the woman. Do I not have it? That'd be a bummer. I don't have it. Thought it.
No.
Oh, no.
I do have it. Oh my god, I do have it.
Hooray! The day is saved.
Aww.
Aww.
You picked a good one.
Santina Maria Salvatore. Salvatore.
She's so cute.
She's
It looks like everybody's grandma.
Nonna Santina. You can see she looks like she's surrounded by people, but there's no way that they could be her family. Like there's too many of them, and they look like there's a big age gap. Even if they were her grandchildren, they still it just doesn't seem like they look like they are related. A group of people, maybe like 10 or 12 people, walking with her, like kind of walking and like surrounding her. You know, she looks older than most people, so they're trying to like box out everybody and let her walk in peace. And you'll see her, and you go up and you ask her a question. The people kind of part like the Red Sea and let you go in and speak to her.
That's nice of them. Well, that's exactly what I'll do.
And she introduces herself. She says, Santina. And everybody around goes, we all call her Mama Santi.
Mama Santi. What is this symbol around your neck?
She says, this talisman we burn tonight.
What material is the talisman made of?
Like a stone. They're all actually different. They look kind of like they're unique. Each one having a different shape or consistency. They're different stones, or some are metal. There seems to be no rhyme or reason to them.
But they all have the same symbol on them, though.
There's no symbol on them, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, none. One of the onlookers will say that Mama Santi makes these. They're her handmade trinkets. Here, take one. You'll need one for the burning of Morbus tonight. And this is all in Italian, by the way, so only Tony is understanding this.
And I said, can I have 5 for my friends?
Yeah, look around and do a quick crowdsource and get 5 of them for you.
And I'll thank everyone profusely.
Mama Santi says, if you want more trinkets, come to my shop. I have more for all of you.
Tony realizes he doesn't really want to spend any more time with this huckster. And maybe we'll just say to Annabelle as he's walking away, hey, Annabelle, it's your future self if you continue down your path.
Annabelle doesn't hear this because she's busy taking selfies with Zach because the lighting is perfect.
Tony wants to go in the church now that we have these talismans.
Okay. The people will depart, and Mama Santi will head down the curved road. The rest of the group can head on in as the sun is setting. You'll see at the door a priest, a Catholic priest named, as he introduced himself, Padre Angelo. And I have art for him, too. Here you go. It's a loud laugh.
I don't know why that's so funny, but it's so funny.
He says, buonanotte. How are you? How are you? In Italian.
Bene. And I said, just like, yeah, my friends want to come in and take pictures. Is that okay? They're American.
Ah, you're American. Come in, please. This man, about 50 years old or so, slightly reddish hair at the sides, but mostly bald on top. He enters into the church, the chapel of Saint Anne. He does the sign of the cross as he enters and takes a dip in the holy water. He looks for you to do the same.
From what I understand, there's a dress code in Catholic churches for
Typically,
like certain length
why?
of skirt, certain length of sleeves.
Typically, why? Is this a problem for you?
Annabelle is not following dress code. She's got like spaghetti straps, kind of a high-low skirt situation going on where in the back maybe it's long enough, but in the front it's definitely like way above her knees. She's not adhering to this dress code, and she ignores all the priests' instructions of what to do. She just goes in and starts like
filming?
walking around. She's
I would
not
argue.
filming. She's like walking around trying to look spiritual.
Evoke the idea of being a spiritual person.
I would argue you're fine. You're in like a small church in like if you were in like a major church maybe,
No.
but like
No joke though. Yeah, if you were in like freaking St. Patrick's Cathedral or something like that wouldn't fly. But it's traditional here. He might actually come and bring you a shawl, actually, and be like, "Here you go, young lady.
You're like, ew, no.
Put this over everywhere."
Damn. He didn't say it, but my goodness, he's implying a lot.
Yeah.
Annabelle will take it and be like, "Oh my god, thank you so much. I really appreciate this beautiful local handmade shawl." And she'll like put it on, but not in a way that's covering anything up. She'll like tie it around her waist.
Yeah.
Maybe it's covering up a little bit more of like her knees now, but like shoulders still fully exposed.
He brings you another shawl. Keep going.
Priest is so generous. He's just giving me all these shawls. Tony, is this like a local tradition to welcome newcomers?
Keep going. Keep going.
I'd
he
like
says.
to propose when you tie it around your waist, the tag that says Gap is so visible, but not to you, to everyone else. This locally handmade Gap sweater.
She'll eventually put enough shawls on that she is covered up in a way that is appropriate for the priest.
Just covered in shawls.
Covered in shawls.
He just looked
Okay,
like a
so
mummy.
so the rest of you come in and you can see there's pews and an altar and a bear cross up on the front there. You
Is
can
Zach
see
religious?
Zach is not religious. Zach immediately goes up to like Annabelle's like, we should take that cross. We should.
it's a very large cross. Most of the crosses actually would have Jesus on them. I think that's the Catholic thing. So they'll have Jesus on them. There's the statue of Mary. There's the little candles you can light vigil for. But it's up to you. However you want to play this. You can steal something if you want to.
I tell Tony to help me steal this cross.
No, we're gonna get run out of town if that happens. No, this is about. I love the passion here, and we will find like a new cross for the. For it, you know what?
Tony never.
I'll come back later and get you this cross. You don't have to work on doing it right now.
Okay, fine. Like I'm fine if you get this particular one.
Yes, of course.
I mean, like, how much could they want for it?
I'll negotiate with them like tonight. Okay, while you're getting some nice beauty sleep, I'll take care of it.
I literally bought, and I don't mean to let this out. I'm like, I bought like an actual Roman authentic coin. It's like probably worth like thousands of dollars, and I bought it for like $2. These I'm telling you, these people don't even know what they have.
Padre Angelo says, "Welcome to the Church of Saint Anne."
Thank you.
What do we owe this?
How much do you want for that cross? I just look at it.
The cross? I don't
Yeah,
know.
like-
I don't
Do
think
you want-
I don't think we're
really-
in the selling. We're not
I
selling
have
crosses.
American dollars.
That's very
You want,
nice,
like-
but can't
want,
buy
like,
much with
50
American dollars here.
You want like 50?
I'm sorry,
no,
the
no,
cross
okay.
is not for sale, but
Okay. I don't normally do this. 200. $200.
deal. No, just kidding. No, I cannot sell the cross. We need that, but perhaps I could sell you something more. Salvation.
No thanks.
Tell me, what are you here for? Can we pray together?
I want that cross.
No, Zach,
Hey.
if you get the prayer together, we can film it and add it as some good footage. You want to get blessed before we do other things, right? It'd be really good.
Okay, all right. Fine.
We don't get too many Americans here. I would be happy to bless all of you on this holy night.
Okay, but don't get my hair wet.
I'm not baptizing you.
Whatever.
Hey,
Just gonna bless you.
Padre, we'd be happy to have you bless us. Thank you very much. We need, and I look at them, we need all the luck we can get. And I tell all them to kneel down. We take our blessing.
Annabelle takes out her phone.
I believe that.
Wait, I couldn't hear you. What'd you say? What'd you say?
She's live streaming the. She's live streaming her blessing.
Annabelle is live streaming the blessing, and the tag is #blessed. Sorry, I'm crying. I don't know. Why that was so
Oh my god.
I thought it was hashtag on her knees again. Okay, I guess it's a little different. Oops. Sorry, I thought something different.
No, it's #blessed.
I can
Get
imagine
your
this.
mind out of the gutter,
yeah.
Tony.
I actually see this.
Okay, they're
I can see
getting
the-
blessed.
I see it in camera view. I see this in camera view where it's like your live stream through your camera is seeing Zach like kneeling down at an altar, and the priest is raising up a smaller cross that he may or may not sell you for $200, and he raises it in the air, and he's got some incense, and he's shaking it, and he's blessing you. He's, Nomine Padre et Filii Spiritus Sancti, and he's blessing you, and he says, "Now, here we are, Lord. We pray to you. Zach, the American, would like to speak. Go ahead, pray, Zach. What is it that you are asking of God?"
God, could you please give me that cross that's out there? I can bless this church with a big check for up to $2,000.
Is that your
And-
spending money?
It's like
That's your allowance?
I think my spending money is like 10 grand or something like that.
Oh, wow. Jeez, okay.
Like a certain amount of money.
He, says, he whispers to you, "We will talk about this later.
Yeah, my spending level is five.
What do you want to ask of the Lord on this holy night?"
World
Say something
peace.
about ghosts,
World peace, a noble
Yeah.
ask.
not cancer,
Yeah.
kids.
You want to support cancer?
Do I have to?
Well, the Lord works in mysterious ways, he says. But thank you, Father, for your blessings, for bringing Zach and his American friends here to the Church of St. Anne. Thank you for being with us on this holiest of holy nights. In your
Thank
name,
you.
in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Namaste.
Man.
That was nice, wasn't it, Zach?
It was all right.
Good.
It was, yes, yeah, it was
The
good.
live stream
Let
is,
us-
is
Great bless.
Let us know in the chat. Will Zach be saved by the end of this million subscriber stream. Will he
he be
get
saved?
baptized? Let us know your thoughts.
By the way, I did do a poll in the YouTube chat. I did do a poll in the YouTube chat. Who was going to die first, Zach, Annabelle, Tony, or Margaret? And then it seems like the jury's in. It's Tony with 38%.
The bodyguard. That makes
Hey,
sense.
people have faith in Margaret living.
Yeah,
that
Margaret
does not-
8%, Zach at 31, and Annabelle at 23.
Who said Margaret was going to die? Who are you in the chat saying that?
Yeah, who said that? I will say though that after this little thing here, the priest will call over Annabelle. Please, young woman, let us pray together.
Okay, sure. She'll
Who-
get
yeah, who's
into
holding-
like a meditation pose.
Todd will hold your phone.
Okay, I trust Todd with my phone.
He turns it like immediately into landscape.
Zach, make sure he does this right.
I like snatched the phone away from Todd, but like Todd's like a little too tall for me.
You walk
Out
over
of a stroke.
Annabelle.
Dexterity check.
You walk. No, Todd will let you take it. You walk over Annabelle, and he says to kneel before the altar, and as he does, he just covers you up a little bit more with the shawl around your collar.
She'll do as he instructs.
Shall do things.
Shall
do.
as she- yes.
And what do you ask of our Lord?
I ask that our chakras be clear and that we are able to be safe and that we are able to hit 1 million subscribers, which is the goal of this channel, and that I'm able to find a nice gluten-free, dairy-free option for dinner tonight.
Yes, dear
That's what
Lord,
I'll
please pray. We pray for safety for Annabelle and her friends. We pray for sustenance, and that they may be in bright spirits as they attempt to earn their subscriber count. In Jesus' name we
Annabelle-
pray.
Would Annabelle say that on a live stream?
I think so.
That seems too honest.
In fact, she would not only say it, she's praying. She's like, and Lord, I pray that we hit our $1 million subscriber count. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Hit that like button. Like she turns around to the camera to make that aside, and then she'll go back.
All right, so you suck even more than I thought. Okay, sorry.
She's terrible.
And
I
now
wasn't-
It'll get worse. It'll just keep getting worse.
the priest realizes now that you're filming, and he says, "Okay, let's remember no cameras in the church."
Oh, so sorry. We did not mean to be disrespectful at all.
No, it
I'm
is
so
okay.
Sorry, Father.
You're
No, this is
Americans. You
natural.
are uncultured, so it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Annabelle frowns and
Will you be joining
like,
us
okay.
tonight for the what is it? What did I say it was called? The regatta. The old men. What did they say? They called it something.
the burning of the
Yeah. Why can't I
Burning of the
remember?
disease.
The burning of the disease. Yeah. Are you going to be joining us for the burning of the disease? I see you have Mama Santi's totems.
Yes, we definitely want to engage with all the local customs and culture as much as possible for our channel.
Il
So we
Rogo
will be
della
there and we will be
Mattia.
filming.
You'll be filming. Excellent. What is your documentary about?
Annabelle will look at Margaret.
We're documenting, the local customs here and the old stories that are here. I know, and we're gonna also get like a lovely view of the town from the lake at some point as well. And it's just such a beautiful place here, and we're just so curious about the history here. And the burning of everything. Could you go into some of the history behind all that? Could you explain, like, is there a grand story here? Like the burning of the disease, is this about which plague? Is it?
He says, unfortunately, we have had many disease and pestilence throughout our history here in Perla. There have been sick people. The island, Isola de Malamente, many years ago when there was a plague of influenza, Spanish flu. He goes on and lists a few more diseases. And ultimately, the Black Death.
Right, of course.
The rituals came up during the medieval periods where we would burn out the disease, the demon Morbus, who many believed to be behind the disease and the pestilence at the time. The fires would scare him away, purify the airs. And then tomorrow, everyone will hide, locking Morbus out of their lives.
And where does Morbus come from? And I'm like sort of like gesturing at Todd to make sure he's like filming this discreetly.
He's like a really good discreet cameraman. He's like learned that that's what you've needed over the years. So he's actually got quite a good skill in I'm gonna look at this, see if it's stealth or let me just see what he's got. Let's see. It's not disguise. Yeah, I think it's stealth. Yeah, we'll do stealth here. So he's going to use his stealth here. Oh, it's sleight of hand. Excuse me, sleight of hand. He's going to use sleight of hand to see if he can keep it filming. And he got a hard success. 17 under
Great.
60.
Nice.
So yeah, Todd is filming it. He's pretending that he's like maybe trying to fix something on Zach's backpack or something like that, but in reality he's using you for cover and holding the phone just like above your shoulder.
And I'm like making sure like I'm not in the shot at all while he's explaining this.
He's got the angle perfectly and that really magnificent cross in the background.
Ooh.
And he says, Morbus is a demon and a satanic evil dwelled here in Perla.
That's nice.
When did it dwell here? Was this like recent? Was it like way back in like ancient times?
Well, he said it started in like medieval times, the rituals that they do. But it's evolved over the years. You understand. Some customs were too brutal.
Is there anything we should do to keep him away? And could you also explain these brutal customs?
Well, in the medieval times, you know, the burning of witches and things like that would be a part of it. Those claiming to have supernatural abilities to commune with the dead.
Oh.
You don't know anyone like that, do you?
No. Do you still do the burnings?
Just kidding. He doesn't say that part. He doesn't say that.
Are they aware of
It's her.
Are they aware of Tony's abilities?
Who?
The rest of the group?
I don't think so. Did you tell them anything?
No.
What?
No, I never did. Okay, cool.
No, I'm never so curious.
Tell us more, John.
Yeah, tell us.
He's actually a cult member.
Cool. So not only
Great.
are Dasha, Joey, and Estelle unaware, but Annabelle, Zach, and Margaret also don't know. So it's perfect.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I feel like there was more than one or two clues, Bob. I don't feel like I'm letting
you've
anything out of
hinted at something, but you've never directly said anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you were so eager to kill Todd when I complained about him. I don't know if that was a clue.
I advise you to join us. It will be a festival to remember.
It is certainly the Festivus for the rest of us. Who is? Thank you.
I get that Seinfeld reference.
What does the name Fithis mean to you, Father?
He doesn't know.
All right, so I'm done with him. I want a librarian now.
Where can we get like the masks that people are supposed to wear for like the festival?
I believe they're selling them down by the piazza.
Okay, is there a particular mask you would recommend that's like the best for warding off the evil spirits?
I don't think he has one that he would necessarily say. They're like plague doctor masks.
Okay, perfect.
Any other questions for Father?
I'm gonna pull him aside and say, "Is there any like customs we cannot break at all that I should know about to steer these people away from?"
What do you mean?
What's something that you've seen him? You talked to him. You wanted to buy your cross.
I mean, he's harmless American. People don't take Americans so seriously here.
Okay, that's great. Actually, I don't have to worry about him saying too many.
I don't believe there will be anything that you could do to ruin the ceremony. Who doesn't like a good bonfire?
He might bring marshmallows. I checked his bag. I didn't find any in there, but he's really crafty sometimes.
Maybe no marshmallows.
Oh, I can try.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
can we have some holy water, actually, like bottled up to go?
That's a pretty good idea.
Of course,
Yeah.
that will be 10 American dollars.
I roll
Do you
my
take a
eyes.
card?
No.
I throw down $50 and give everyone a little bottle.
Okay. And we keep. Oh no, there's Todd, right? Todd gets one too. Fair enough. Okay. So you
I'll
get the
refill
bottles,
holy water.
and you'll bid
It-
Padre
What makes
Angelo.
it different from regular water?
This is blessed.
There might be lead poisoning.
Like oh okay. And I like wink at
At Padre.
no at Margaret.
Oh.
Yes,
I
so
feel
don't
like
break it.
you've been around enough like of this fake ghost hunting stuff. You gotta be a little smarter than that, right? Like, oh, thank you. Like, we're gonna pretend to use this bullshit water later to like kill a ghost. Like, yeah, you're a ghost hunter.
All
Like
right.
do
So you you're gonna go out of the church now. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
so.
Annabelle's out of here.
Okay. You head back down to the piazza. It's now dark out, so lights are turning on in the town. You can see all the windows and doors and things like that are lit up. You get down to your hotel. You see Paolo. You enter your rooms, freshen up for the night, and in about half an hour or so, the festival's going to start. So you have a little bit of time, but basically it's getting ready for nighttime. You'll have dinner, and there's going to be food out. There's vendors, things like that. So if you wanted to do that for dinner, you could.
Yeah. I think Margaret's going to take this as an opportunity to have a break from everyone else and just like stand at the window of the hotel room and just chain smoke for the next half hour.
These fucking people, I swear to God.
What does she smoke? She smokes?
Not that
Yes.
we know.
Well,
Give me a luck roll.
She's stressed and she works with these people, so she's stressed a lot.
Give me a luck roll.
Okay.
Oh God.
Call it out.
I rolled a 57, so that I have
Over,
a
under what?
success.
Over, under what?
My luck score is 61, so it's under.
Okay, so success.
Yeah.
You realize you like feel your pockets, and maybe you have like a back pocket or a side pocket or something in one of your pants or whatever, but Nuncio left his menthol cigarettes in there. He slipped them in.
He gave me his cigarettes?
His cigarettes, yeah.
A man after my own heart. And with that, he's suddenly gone like way up in like likability.
She's in love.
I love it.
So you take a break from the people around you. You take a smoke break. The rest of you, what are you doing as you're getting ready for the festival?
Annabelle forces Zach to do like a meditation session and maybe yoga.
Zach does comply. Somewhat willingly. Because he does buy into some of Annabelle stuff. He's doing the yoga. He's in fact they're doing hot yoga.
Because there's no AC. No, your room actually has AC.
It's the only
Yeah,
place that
I
does.
turn it off.
You turn off the AC, so it's hot.
It's the only room in the town that has AC, and you turn it off.
It's very eco-friendly of him. Zach, you're
Of
making
course.
progress.
Of course.
It's too
Yes.
funny.
And then after that, I think Annabelle will maybe try to maybe get one of these masks because she really wants to wear one, and for Zach to wear one for their live stream.
Sure, Annabelle, you take a break from the group too after your meditation session. Zach will stay in his hot yoga room. Estelle, Margaret's taking a smoke break. John, you might just be sleeping or catching some rest. Todd is milling about outside already, and you exit the hotel and you see that there's like some little kids handing out the masks. They're selling them for about $20 American.
She'll wave one of the kids over and ask, hello, I am from America. My name is Annabelle. How much for your masks?
And he says something in Italian to one of his little friends. They both laugh and snicker at you, and then they'll offer you the mask, and they'll tell you it's however many euro, equating to $20.
That's gotta be good.
How about 2 for 20?
20. Yes, 20.
2 masks.
Yes, 20.
Okay, 22 masks. And she'll
no,
like
22. 20.
okay, 20, and then she'll point to 2 masks that they're holding.
Qui, here. Qui, 20.
Okay, if they give her the 2 masks, she'll hand over 20.
They wait for you to hand over your money. The little kid puts out his palm.
These are crafty Italian children.
Yeah, I feel like
I mean,
Annabelle's dumb, but she's not that dumb. Can I try it on first?
Yes, 20.
you run away.
They'll give it-
Todd, can you come over here and help me, please?
Mm-hmm.
So with Todd standing behind me, maybe as an intimidation thing?
Oh, that is a skill. You
You're
can make it better.
intimidating children.
Todd is definitely not going to intimidate. He just stands next to you, dopey look in his face.
I think I'm actually pretty good at intimidating.
Yeah. Well,
But
here's
are you
what
recovering
happens.
from hot yoga?
Here's what happens.
Yes.
The boy talks to the other boy. They like chat in Italian, and then they offer the mask to you.
1 or 2?
1.
I will give them 10 euro for 1.
You give them 10 euro, and they look at it and they chat each other up in Italian again, and then they scream, polizia, polizia! And you can see a police officer in the town square is actually not too far away, maybe 60 feet or so from you. There's a crowd here. It's not like that, but the kids are screaming, thief, thief, thief!
Annabelle's like, Tony, get down here. Tony, I need
Tony's-
help.
Do I
Tony-
see this from the window that I'm smoking out of?
Give me a luck roll. If you get a luck, you are within sight of it, yeah.
All right.
And Tony, are you sleeping right now?
I mean, I kind of wanted to do some research up at the church or find a knife from the kitchen.
That's a very odd choice of 2 options.
It's holy or make holes.
All right. Well, you could be finding a knife. Maybe you have a knife in your hand right now, actually.
Yeah, let's do that.
And you hear Annabelle, and you come running with the knife right
Estelle,
into the police.
Estelle, Margaret sees a police officer rushing over to the scene here where the kids are calling for the police. Polizia,
I
polizia.
yell out of the window, Annabelle, don't answer any questions. I'm coming down.
And the police officer comes over and yells at the children when he gets there and tells them to scram. And he says, in Italian, he says, I'm sorry for the nuisance. These little urchins are selling overpriced masks.
Is he's saying this in Italian?
You have no idea what he's saying.
Okay. What does he look like? Is he older, younger?
I think he's, let's see here. Younger-ish, I guess. He's like he's not like, he's unfortunately like, he's on patrol, right? So he's not going to be high ranked. So I'd assume you can describe him actually. I'll let you describe him. What does he look like?
Oh, I'm going to
it.
say he's not bad looking. He is in his mid let's see, late 30s.
All right.
Not bad looking enough to where Annabelle thinks she's in trouble and is going to try to flirt her way out of it.
Okay. He's let's see, what's his name here? His name is Dante.
Ooh.
Officer
Wow,
Officer
what a
Dante.
name.
Officer
What's
Dante.
that?
Okay. So Annabelle thinks she's in trouble because, well, actually, what is his tone of voice when he speaks to her? Can she understand the intonation of like, you're not in trouble, or would she not be able to tell? I don't know. She
I
speaks
think
zero Italian.
There might be a role here, like a psychology or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think psychology might be the one here.
Okay,
No.
I'll roll a psychology check.
You would need probably a regular success
Okay, success. Actually, 45 is my thing, and I rolled 45.
on the number 45 over
On the number.
45.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, he looks like he was chasing away the kids, so he's not really mad at you.
Mhm. Okay, great. Oh, officer, I'm so sorry for the trouble. I was just trying. I'm Annabelle, by the way. Hello. And I was just trying to get some masks for me and my friends to wear at this festival. And these little boys were just rude. I don't know what they were trying to do.
I no understand.
Oh, okay, you don't speak English. I'm so sorry. I do not speak any Italian, but where can I buy a mask?
He nods and nods, and he takes out a piece of paper. It's a photo, actually. And he says, you see? And he points to the man in the picture. It's a small elderly man with a broad-brimmed hat. Probably like gray sides, hair tufts come out on the side from underneath the hat. And he's like kind of pale, but he's a bit older, maybe in his like 70s.
Does it look
You
like a
see?
missing person's photo?
It doesn't.
Just a regular photo. Has she seen anyone like this?
You have, give me a luck roll.
Okay. Ooh, extreme success.
Wow. You remember seeing this man, actually. When you were
Okay.
going up to the church, you saw a man like this come out. He wasn't near the crowd. He was definitely a loner, but he was like standing on the side. He may not have even been in the church, but he was up in that area.
Mm-hmm. Oh, have I seen this man? Yes. See.
Ah, and he like points all over the piazza.
So up to the church, he came out of the church.
And he's gonna.
1 hour ago.
He takes out a piece of little notepad from his police officer belt, and he writes down a phone number, and he says, "Telephone, me," and he points it and gives it to you.
Tell
see.
you want me to call you?
You see, and he points to the picture again. Telephone.
Yes, yeah, I did see him.
A telephone.
But I just told you. Why do I need to call you?
You see, telephone. Me.
If I see again. Okay, I understand. I will give you my telephone. If you find him, call me so I don't have to call you. And she'll actually won't even give her phone. She'll write down on a scrap of paper her Instagram handle and be like, subscribe to me. That's my page.
He doesn't know what to do with it. He looks at it. He's confused. He's like, okay.
Okay. And where can I buy a mask? Like a mask for my face.
Do I show up at some point with
at this point, you'll come in. Yeah.
All right.
You come in. You come in when she's giving him his Instagram handle.
Are you giving another police officer your Instagram handle?
Yes, I am Margaret. Yes.
They're not loyal followers. Their retention rate is terrible.
It's fine. He gave me his phone number. I need to call him if I see this guy, this old man that we saw by the church. He's wearing a hat. So anyway, I've got this guy's phone number. I'm sure maybe he can help us if we ever need help.
Is he another stalker or something? What does he look like?
I don't know. I don't speak Italian, so I don't know why they're looking for him. Margaret, maybe you can ask.
I turned to the police officer. Do you speak English?
He will say another thing here. He says a bunch of Italian words, but you don't understand them. But you do hear some of them stand out. Lui sta arrivando. Dio ci protegga.
So something is arriving. God protect you?
How do you know that?
Wait, you can
because I studied abroad in Italy.
Because Dasha speaks like 19 languages.
I don't. I actually don't speak Italian very well, but I studied abroad there, so I studied it for like a little bit.
It means he is coming. Lord, protect us.
Mm-hmm.
Is Zach around or?
Zach was chilling upstairs, but if the two of you want to come down at this point, you can. The police officer is going to bid you farewell and remind you to call him.
Okay, I'll call you.
Is it like a flirty call or like is like call or is it?
To you guys, it looks flirty because like this guy just gave her the phone number and she's like, I'll call you, but she is fully like, she got that subscriber, one more subscriber to add to the list, and she is maybe holding onto the phone number for protection purposes because if you know someone in law enforcement in the local area, maybe they can help you if they get in trouble or if you need to get in somewhere.
You do have one mask though, Dasha.
Okay, great. I have one mask. Great. I will keep it for myself.
And so you hear the church bells sound. It is 8 p.m. You can see what looks like some sort of a procession making its way down from up top in the hills near the church area. You also hear the faint sound of a beating drum as this procession marches its way down.
Mm-hmm.
In front of the procession, entering the piazza along with the crowd that's already here, you see the local priest, Padre Angelo, who you met earlier in the afternoon. He walks in with full priestly vestments, loudly reciting Bible verses and waving a billowing censer, while several dozen younger men carry a large pole with a crude, oddly shaped wooden cage on top. Inside is what appears to be the severed head of a goat. Next in line are young women carrying bundles of small sticks and coils of coarse rope. Bits of paper tacked to the post flutter in the breeze as they walk. The procession slowly winds down the hill with children and teenagers playing percussion instruments and all sorts of percussion instruments of all sorts, creating a rhythmic cacophony of noises that echoes through the bay. When the procession reaches the gate and it gets to the piazza, the men and women are gathered there, begin shaking their fists and speaking in Italian. John, you actually, Tony would recognize there are a lot of Italian curse words being said, as it seems that they're aiming these curses towards the goat's head. while others walk forward and attach more notes to the post. The procession walks around the piazza, allowing everyone in the village to add their own notes or put their talismans from their necks onto it.
Was I able to commandeer a makeshift weapon?
You have a knife, yeah. Hmm.
Cool.
It's like a steak knife.
Perfect.
You also see that the pole is lowered into what seems to be a prepared hole in the bonfire's center. It stands erect without anybody having to touch it. The cage poking out. And the rhythmic percussion rises to a crescendo as Mama Santi walks around the amassed people, lighting the candles of those in front who turn its light behind them. And then eventually, the entire pyre goes up.
I look to Margaret and say, Margaret, you've outdone yourself. I mean, this is some primo video stuff over here.
It really is. We might need to censor some of the cursing, though. I don't know how many Italian viewers we have.
It'll be authentic.
YouTube doesn't even do any English curse words after the first hour. You're fine. Don't
You
worry
can get
about it.
strikes for a lot of things.
Yeah, but after an hour,
Maybe.
you have a strike yet, Bob? I'm sorry. It's probably my fault.
No, I don't have strikes. I only get strikes on certain videos. Actually, what's really funny is about 2 months ago, I think. So it was one of the Curse of Strahd episodes. I think it was the one with the... I think it might have been Old Bone Grinder. I'm not going to spoil too much here, but let's just put it this way. In Curse of Strahd, there's almost every moment children are in danger. Okay? Like, legitimately, like, every moment in this game, there's children and they're in danger. And I got not a strike, but it was like a flag. YouTube flagged it that it had to review my material before it, like, became normal for monetization. And
Oh my god.
I think it was because we constantly were saying, like, all right, I attack the kid. And the kid screams out in anger or something like that. It was like the kid writhes in pain on the floor. Something. It was like,
Oh no, now it's gonna happen to this video.
Oh my god. Zach walks up to a kid and stabs.
Oh, no.
I mean, we already said I hate cancer kids, so it's fine.
Yeah, that was in the beginning of the stream, Zach.
Oh my god.
Each villager starts to go in turn and then, like, light their section of the bonfire with their candle. It's silent. All you can hear is the crackling of the fire. You hear the faint lapping of the waves, the sound of the breeze in the distance. And as the heat gets a little too hot, the last villager that had a candle gently tosses it into the rest of the blaze. And when the flames reach the goat's head, the crowd begins to cheer. They call out thanks to God and ask the archangels to protect the village from harm.
Annabelle is filming this all on her phone.
No, Annabelle, you gotta throw something onto the fire as well. I'll film it for you.
So are you
Oh,
live streaming
okay.
as well? Is that what it is, Annabelle?
I think she
Yeah,
was live streaming. Yeah.
Yeah,
I sort of smack Todd.
I think I'll also try to live stream for the Spectral Crew, like as a sneak peek of here's what's going on.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna see if I can get Zach to go up there as well.
So this is
Yeah.
official, because everything we've done so far has actually been like personal, right? Like you're in Italy, no like
Wow.
context clues really. But now we're going live with the Spectral Crew. So chat, if you're watching, this is your opportunity. The Spectral Crew is going live right now. So you're seeing this happen. You start it right as the fires are being lit. You see the goat's head going up in flames. I have
Can I say the stream starting soon thing was up for like 2 hours for this leading up to it?
it's like a tabletop Bob stream. I have artwork for this actually.
I would like to say every time they said, like protect the village, Tony also said, and the island, and the island, and the island. Tony's freaked.
This is scary. Yeah, no doubt. Here's the artwork of the bonfire.
Nice.
Oh,
All right, so
Jack wants to take some whatever wood is like lying around and throw it on fire. Like, even if I have to like take it from somebody.
yeah, you take somebody's like.
Do you
know,
take it
no,
from the children?
me. And Dawson.
yeah. Annabelle will follow. I think they'll go up together, and she's got her mask on. She's got all her shawls still from the church, so she looks kind of like ethereal almost in the firelight. Like floating gracefully through the crowd, and she'll like toss in her trinket.
We have a super chat came in from WJ. What's this edgy, creepy? I can't read it. Creepy pasta.
Creepypasta.
It's creepypasta.
Creepy pasta shit. He continues and he goes, Zach, that's stealing.
No, we're not. Keep the camera away from that, Todd. Okay.
No,
Todd,
it's not. It's not stealing. It's borrowing.
You see a small child upset that you took their wooden pyre bonfire stick.
I can't.
Annabelle kneels down to comfort the child, and I was like, no, it's okay. Look, you can do it too. And then she takes the child's trinket and throws it in for the child.
The kid's crying in his plague doctor mask, this little 5-year-old plague doctor mask. You see Mama Santi come around, and she notices that you're there, and she thanks you for being here. Oh, it's so wonderful to have you here, the American tourists partaking. She speaks in Italian, of course. Only Tony understands this.
I'll translate to the crew.
Lots of other comments here, like Jay Tyler in the chat says, finally, the Krew podcast is on. Am I late? These are the things that are coming up right now. Nobody expected this. And in fact, you'll get another chat from more fans. One says, wait, where is this? Where are you filming from? And more pile in like, is this tied into the stream tomorrow? I'm so excited for the 1 million subscriber stream. This is going to be lit. Let's go.
There's a fire.
It's just a bunch of fire emojis and like angry faces with like
Yep.
like a
Remember, everybody, we're for the time tomorrow. It's going to. I'm trying to remember the times ahead or behind in Europe right now.
You're ahead in... Yeah.
Ahead. Okay, so remember, everyone, to
Margaret.
calculate the hours.
Maya is moderating, and she's actually already in the chat, and she's already got like the pinned, chat comment that it's like tomorrow Spectral Crew, Mystery Highland Hospital, live stream, the 1 million subscriber live stream, and it's already pinned. So she's putting the details in there. She's already got the link to the waiting page.
Okay, out of character, it is very cute how the chatters
Yeah,
are.
right? It's so
cute.
Yeah, thank you, chat. This is awesome.
Actually, this is great. So a couple more here. Yo, anyone know where they at? Jay Tyler says, Annabelle, the crystals I got from you are glowing. Is that normal?
So 4chan, they'll solve it fast.
Yes, 4chan is going to solve it fast. Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm glad everyone can be part of this roleplay game.
This
Italy
is
does
great.
have the
Amazing.
creepiest pasta.
It does.
It does.
Yes,
Italy
of
does.
course.
Fantastic. Okay, so so
that's the next thing Bob's gonna ask us. What is the creepiest pasta from Italy?
there you go.
Oh yeah, next week.
Next week.
Tagliatelle. No.
Fusilli. So-
yeah.
Go ahead, Margaret.
Okay. Yes, Data, we do have a Patreon link. It's just look under the description of the video right now. I hit the links through there. Remember to support Spectral Crew.
You can
We got lots of
log
merch to get
in.
here. We're gonna
You
have
can-
some new merch after this whole lovely video comes out. But yes, this is our sneak peek for the tomorrow's stream. I hope you guys are all super excited.
And of course the lowest tier for the Spectral Crew is like $20. And that's just like a tip. It's like tip jar.
Yes. If you pay
So-
$1,000, you can get one of Annabelle's shawls, locally sourced.
Look.
Bath
Fair
water. Bath water.
Oh my god.
Ghost one.
Ghost.
Ghost water.
Ghost.
Ooh, one of the chats just said, Zach looks great in the firelight. Why is he wearing a shirt? Burn it, cast it into the fire.
Oh,
I mean-
Go.
Mm-hmm.
Burn, baby, burn.
I try throwing some of the holy water on him as he's doing it.
Splash in holy water.
Listening.
So, do you do it, Zach? I mean,
Zach takes his own bottle of holy water, like pours it on.
douses himself with the holy water.
Just strikes a pose.
Do you
It's so
you do it,
sacrilegious.
Zach? You do it?
It's- Yeah, no, Zach definitely does all.
Wait, are you spinning the shirt above you?
No, the shirt is on fire. In
Okay, great.
You've burned
Other
it.
Italians are like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. Padre Andrew looks over in horror. He brings you a shawl.
Throw it in the fire too. Oh, thanks.
Are we the devil that's coming?
Yep.
They're gonna hide from us tomorrow.
Yeah. You-
Oh, it's
Oh my God.
It's a nice twist.
It is a
I love
twist.
how we're not really in like the horror themed adventure. This is just
This is just us being stupid.
asshole simulator.
For like 2,000 years since the Greeks, they've had no problem with Phthis or any of the other gods. But we come, and all of a sudden, the god gets real angry.
Hell opens up. Hell opens up upon
Yeah.
Perla.
Oh my God.
So here's what happens. Okay, so once the bonfire, was fully blazing, once the bonfire is fully blazing, the old men of the village emerge from the shadows, dressed in long brown hooded robes tied with rope. Each wears a black papier-mâché mask with round eyes and a long curved beak like a raven. The children run around screaming playfully while being pursued by these plague monks. When they catch a child, you see this is, you almost don't know what this is because it's like happened so quickly, but nobody else seems to be alarmed by it. When they catch a child, they give them some sort of a sweet treat and then set them free. And this happens for the next like 10 or so minutes, and then music starts, and eventually the night is over. The bonfire eventually goes out. People...
What does Zach do when he sees free candy being handed out?
I'm like, hey kid, and I give him like $1 for it, and then I take away the $1.
Oh,
Oh, I have a follow-up question though too. Is if the father gave Zach the scarf, does he try to turn it into a toga like the chat is suggesting?
Oh, they want you to do a toga. Super chats are coming in, Joey.
Okay.
Zach, super chats are coming in.
what what fraternity was Zach in?
Yeah. Because the
Phi
answer is yes.
Alpha.
That's-
Alpha. That's his. Or just Alpha. AA.
AA.
AA. No. Well, oh, he was definitely in the AA fraternity. Yeah, all right. Zach puts on a toga, and starts like pretending to be like a Roman senator, in a very racist fashion.
Do you take out your
Lend me your ears.
Do you take out your coin? Your Roman era coin?
Oh yeah, actually yes.
All right.
Take it out.
That-
Show it off.
That Joey will do nothing. I'm just kidding. The bonfire eventually goes out. People finish drinking their wine, celebrating. The rest of the night is less, structured. It's just, a big festival. Food, wine, spirits, not real spirits. The rest of you end up heading back to the hotel. Everyone's pretty much gone. You go to your rooms. Annabelle, you have your own room. Joey, Zach has his own room. Margaret and Tony and Todd go to the family room. And you get prepared to go to sleep. If there's anything you want to do before you sleep in your rooms, let me know. But Margaret, you're with 3 people in one room. So
Yeah.
Zach wants to do drugs.
Todd will come up to your room and you'll do some drugs.
Party a little bit. Zach doesn't even sleep.
Tony would like to confide in Annabelle.
And Tony, have a seat. I have some kombucha that I brought from the States. Have a sip. Have a drink. Tell me
Is
what's
my
on your
room
mind.
above? Oh, sorry.
You're probably the top floor, yeah. I
Is
mean,
my-
there's only like 3 floors, but yeah.
You guys hear me and Todd
Partying.
partying.
Blasting music.
What kind of music are you blasting?
It's just corn.
Corn. Boom, yeah.
Exactly.
Just edgy music.
And Disturbed.
Oh, I love Disturbed.
Get up,
Zach-
get up, get
Zach is
down
too
with the
lame- Zach is
sickness.
too lame for Disturbed.
Yes.
Annabelle, on the other hand, is playing like Zen nature sounds.
Enya.
Beautiful flute. Yes, exactly.
I imagine Zach's blasting Imagine Dragons.
No, it's
Is
just
it
mixed with-
enemy? He keeps playing over and over
Yes.
again.
It's the same song for like an hour.
An hour. It's a loop. A 5-hour loop. Oh, God. So you're partying with Todd. It looks like Margaret has the room to herself for the time being. John, what do you want to talk to? What does Tony want to talk to Annabelle about?
Hey, Annabelle.
Yes.
I know, like, I know we're all full of shit and whatever's, but like, you know, every now and again, you say like you can see things. You know, you can. What do you say? You have like the gift.
Yes. And she's definitely lying right now, but she's like, yes, I do have the gift. I can commune with the spirits.
Well, I think I got the same things as yous, and
What
This
do you
pla-
mean?
what do you mean? What do you mean?
You mean-
I sees dead peoples.
Annabelle is like processing his information and trying to see if he's also BSing her or
At
not.
this point, I assume Tony has had quite a bit to drink.
Oh yeah, all day.
Okay. Annabelle will humor him and be like, tell me more about that. Like, what dead people have you seen? What do you see when you see them?
Oh, most recently, I was down at the docks, you know, making sure before we saw Nunzio, making sure everything was alright. And there was this woman, and she was scary. She was accusing me of stuff with her eyes and things. And then she just disappeared right before my eyes. Poof. Pow. She's gone.
Wow. Thank you for telling me. Would you mind if I ask you how much you had to drink at that point, Tony?
Well, the more I drink, the less I see.
Okay. Well, you know what would be really, really cool? You know how you're like this undercover character on our YouTube channel? Like the fans go crazy whenever you appear. What if for our 1 million subscriber stream, we reveal that you have also been given the gift of communing with spirits, and we can maybe even do the Ouija board together? like we could do that together on live stream. How do you feel about that, Tony?
She's taking this as an audition.
Yeah.
No,
Like, oh, he wants to be a part of the show.
Exactly. Yeah.
No. You know, I want nothing to do with your cameras and your microphones. And stuff.
That's exactly what you have. That's what the audience loves. They love that you're not in it for the attention. They love how authentic you are. So just do exactly that when we get to the Ouija board scene and when we're filming that. I want you expressing your lack of desire to be on camera, but then we'll show you communing with the spirits, and I think our subscriber count will just skyrocket.
All right, Annabelle, you're right. I drank a lot. I'm sorry. Let me go get you a gluten-free soy latte ready for the morning. And you're right. I'm drinking too much. I gotta sober up.
Yeah, go get some rest. I know you're sharing a room, but I'm sure you can find some peace tonight. Maybe do a little meditation, maybe some mindfulness practice. I'll send you some links that you can follow along to. Do you want some crystals to take with you?
I'm already walking out the door.
Suit yourself.
So Tony departs after sharing what he believed to be a heartfelt thing. Annabelle, maybe when he leaves and the door closes, what is your reaction?
She is assuming that A, he's had a lot to drink, and B, like, maybe he just wants to feel more included. Like, we haven't been including him enough, so he's just trying to become part of the team and maybe even get some more screen time. I know that when we get back from this, like, you know, he's got this job, but maybe he wants to be more of a stable part of the crew, maybe get some more of the income from the channel. So he's also trying to play that role. And honestly, Annabelle would not mind if he takes on the psychic role with her, because that takes a load off her back in terms of having to fake shit all the time on screen. So if there's another person there, it like lends credibility. The audience loves and trusts Tony. As she said, like, he doesn't want to be in the limelight. So if he keeps playing that role, it will make her look better.
The big man, you know, they love having the big man.
Tony, exactly.
So I think at this point, turning in for bed.
Annabelle's doing her bedtime routine,
Yeah.
which consists of like 20 different skincare routine steps and meditation and all the things. And she brought her own sheets because she doesn't trust hotel sheets.
Bed
She brought
bugs.
her like bamboo organic sheets. So she like changes around the whole bed, and then she gets ready for bed.
And the last person to check in here is Margaret. What is Margaret doing as you have the room alone for just a little bit?
I mean, she definitely has a cigarette in hand now that she's alone again. She's just thinking about how tomorrow's gonna go.
Is it one of Nuncio's cigarettes?
Yes, they're surprisingly good.
Menthol.
Yeah, she might have a new preference. But she's just thinking about how tomorrow's gonna go, and she like has the old Polaroid camera that she carries around, and she decides to get like a little artistic selfie in the mirror with it. Just kind of like, so you're in one hand, the camera in the other one, and she just kind of has a straight face, and she's like, I might as well have a picture from Italy. And just takes the picture.
Nice. As you're taking the photo, a text comes in from Maya.
What?
And she says, Margaret Babes in text. Babes, B-A-B-E-Z. Margaret Babes. Great job tonight on the live stream. What a surprise. Didn't see that one coming. Everyone is so hyped about the 1 million subscribers stream tomorrow night.
Surprisingly, Margaret uses a lot of emojis whenever she talks to Maya.
Okay.
She doesn't do this to anyone else, just Maya.
What
She's like,
emojis?
Just like a lot of like little ghost ones and like cat emojis, and just basically anything she can think of that could be used to replace words. So she like writes in hieroglyphics essentially to Maya. Yeah.
Maya will say good night, and you know it's probably late for you. It's not too late for her, but she does remind you, man. Got to watch those menthol cigarettes. She says to you, remember the itinerary tomorrow. And she says, did you print out the maps? And you have them all. Everything's all set.
Yeah.
But she's doing the double checklist thing.
I printed them out. The meeting time tomorrow is at. I know I wrote it down actually here. Okay, we got to meet them at 6. We depart at 6:30. And we get picked up at 5:30 a.m. I'm going to tell everyone it's 4:30 a.m. I don't trust these people to be ready at that time.
And make sure Zach
and wide awake.
And find a replacement for Todd. I feel like she does this like every single time she has an outing. It's never changed anything.
No. So you go to bed. Tony will come back to the room. Todd, eventually after the Imagine Dragons party.
Todd is hanging out upstairs with me the entire time. Zach is on some uppers. He is like chatting Todd's ear off about cryptocurrency, and like, and Todd's just like
through the moon.
And this is great, actually. This is perfect. So you're listening to music, chatting. It's loud. You're energized. You don't hear footsteps coming along the hallway door, by the hallway door. Everyone goes to bed. The night is calm, peaceful. Annabelle, I know you don't have a view of the cove like Joey does, but you do have a little what's it called? A patio. Yeah, a patio overlooking
Terrace.
a terrace. Thank you. That's actually more what it is. It's a terrace looking over like the garden area on the side of the hotel. You wake up in the middle of the night. It's like 3:00 in the morning.
I don't wake up. I was awake.
You're either asleep or still partying. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm still partying.
Everybody else is asleep though. And Annabelle, you wake up. It looks like the door to the terrace is open and a draft is coming in.
That is strange. I thought I had closed that.
It's kind of cold now. It's summer, but it's a cool breeze.
It's an actual cold spot.
Yeah, she'll grab one of the shawls and kind of wrap it around her shoulders and get up to close the door.
You take one of the 17 shawls off the pile and wrap it around your shoulders. You get up. You go over to close it.
Yes.
You go over. You look outside. You see the moonlight overhead, the island in the distance. And you close the door. And you turn around. And right before you, like immediately, you see a man. He's there, standing right before you. The shock comes over you. And he's just mumbling something in Italian. Lui sta arrivando. Dio ci protegga. Lui sta arrivando. Dio ci protegga. He says it again and repeats it. What do you do?
Is it the cop from earlier?
He's wearing a wide-brimmed hat. It's the man from the photo.
Is he? How close is he to me?
He's right in front of your face. He's far too close.
Is my phone? I would have left my phone on the bedside table. To what degree can I reach over?
You could try. I mean, you're up by the terrace right now, so you're across the room.
You know what? Actually, I don't think she would have the force of will to like get over the shock quickly enough to call the cops. She's just gonna scream.
Okay.
Just
you
like
scream.
The shriek that you hear, like a woman's shriek in like any horror movie. It's like piercing. It pierces the night.
Ooh.
And maybe even Zach hears it.
I definitely hear it because I'm on the come down. So
yeah, she just screams. She can't. She's just shocked, frozen in place. She's paralyzed. She can't move.
Can I run down?
Can we all run over?
You scream into the night. The man grabs you by the shoulders and he repeats it again. Lui sta arrivando, Dio ci protegga. Lui sta arrivando, Dio ci protega. He is coming. Lord, protect us. And that is where we stop our adventure
God.
for this week.
Oh man.
Damn.
That was spooky.
We will be back in action next week on Wednesday. 3 a.m. visit from the old crazy kook. What will happen? What will happen to Annabelle? What will happen to the crew as she screams in the night? Everyone in the hotel wakes up. We will be back next week. Thank you for chat. Oh my gosh, great job today with the...
Yeah, thank you, chat.
Oh
Thanks,
my God.
chat.
Great job. Please do me a favor, like this video before you sign off. It's been great to have you here. If you like Viral and you like Call of Cthulhu, you want to see more of it, please do hit the subscribe button. This is not trying to plug it too much, but I really do want to make sure that this whatever content we have going on here gets distributed, right? Get it to people. If you know people who watch Call of Cthulhu, if you know people who are interested in live plays, send it to them, post it in Call of Cthulhu places. Let's get this out there because the first episode was so cool, and I want everybody to be able to see this run through. So thank you to every player here. This is you again blew me away with the role play. So
We're such terrible people.
I know
So
it's so much fun to be
It's
assholes.
And don't forget, we will be live every Wednesday. So if you're able to catch up and keep up live, that'll probably be best because then you can participate in these cool chats. But until next time, we will see you on the tabletop. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Bye,
Bye, everyone.
Bye.